Hey guys, today's video is going to be kind of a very generalized video on my favorite affordable brushes. Brushes can make a humongous difference in how your makeup applies and ultimately how it turns out. If you've got either old brushes, junky brushes, dirty brushes, anything like that, just poor quality in general, you're gonna have a hard time getting a good application of your makeup. You're gonna have a hard time mimicking kind of that like flawless face that you see so many people getting when they say they're, okay, I'm using this brush or I'm using this brush, and you're using no brush or you're using something that's 700 years old or just no good anymore. We will go ahead and jump right in. I'm not going in any particular order. I'm just grabbing the things that I do have in front of me here, again, in no specific order. I'm going to start with the Real Techniques powder brush. Looks like this. It's just big and fat and fluffy. It's very soft, not pokey on the skin. I really like this for setting anything, really using any powder. So even if I don't have foundation on and I'm just using like a dusting of powder, or I'm just using powder foundation, this is really nice. It's kind of dense. It's a little bit dense. It's not super crazy, but it's just really nice. And I want to say this brush goes for less than $10 wherever you can find Real Techniques or on their website. So I really appreciate this. And this line was actually started by, I want to say their names are Sam and Nicole Chapman. It says on here Sam and Nick Chapman, and they actually started out on YouTube, which is so friggin' cool, and kudos to them for obviously starting this business and growing it so huge. YouTube, I'm sure, has completely changed their lives and things like that. So this is a great line of brushes. They're very affordable, great quality, and I think now they actually have like a separate line of that brand where they're like a little more high-end. They're fancier. This one right here, this is also Real Techniques, and this is their blush brush. Similar kind of concept. This one's more rounded and kind of a little bit tapered at the top. Not dense at all. Nice for depositing color on the cheeks. You could really use this as a powder brush if you wanted. You could use it as a bronzer brush if you wanted. Whatever. Really like this. Again, this one I believe also goes for less than $10 anywhere you can find Real Techniques, or on their website, obviously. And I'm going to link as many of these things down below as I can. So anything I can find, I will link it in the description box. But yeah, these are really good. This is the Real Techniques shading brush, and it's this teeny little thing right here. And I love this for putting an inner corner highlight and also highlighting down the bridge of the nose and the tip of the nose, Cupid's bow. You know the drill. I really like this. This is very inexpensive. I'm going to say maybe $6 or $7 wherever you can find Real Techniques or on their website. The next one I want to talk about is this one. This is the Morphe MB5, and it looks like this. So it's kind of hard to describe. It looks like it's duo fiber, except it's all dark, if you can see what I'm talking about. And I friggin' love this brush for bronzer, okay? So, you know, chiseling out the cheek, and it is a flat top, so if you wanted to turn it on its side and really chisel it out, you can. I like to kind of lay the color down that way and then use this, because it is so soft, to blend it out, make it smoother and not quite so precise. Really good quality brush. Morphe brushes are great, very affordable. I can't remember specifically what this one sold for, but most of their brushes are somewhere between $15 to $17 or less. There are many brushes that on their site that are less than $10, and they are great quality. Again, you get what you pay for. So if you get one that's like $3, is it gonna last you 100 years and never shed? Probably not. Is it going to last you a while if you take care of it and be fine? Yeah, it's going to do exactly what you want it to do. So Morphe MB5, love this for contouring, bronzer, whatever. Good stuff. We'll stick with the Morphe group for a little bit here. This is the Morphe M438. It looks like this. It is a tapered brush. I love this for two things. I love to set my under eye concealer, and then of course, you know, my chin and my forehead with this, because it's not a huge brush that's going to take the product that I specifically want for under my eyes, my chin, and my forehead, and it's going to keep it there. Something like this, if I tried to do that, it's going to get everywhere. It's not going to really set it. I love this brush. I learned about this brush from watching Jaclyn Hill, I'm pretty sure. You know, she likes Morphe brushes a lot as well. So really great brush. Again, I can't remember specifically how much this went for. I'm guessing $15 or less for this. And this is the M438. All right, what else Morphe do we have? This is the Morphe MB23. And it's just kind of like a mini version of this, except much smaller, skinnier, and longer. So it still kind of has almost like a duo fiber end on it. And I like this for lightly depositing color and to blend that color out in my crease specifically. So if I wanted something to be a little bit more like general and blown out, I would use something like this, and we'll talk about this one in a second. This is kind of like fat and fluffy. This one's like long, tapered, and, you know, kind of like a duo fiber almost. So I will use this to lay down like a complete transition shade, and then I'll take something like this to go in and like more so chisel out my crease if I want to put a darker color or whatever. This is a good one. And then I also really like, where is it? Where is it? Alright, here's another one of my all-time favorites from Morphe. This is the M501, and it's like a skinnier, smaller version of this. So I will hold them up next to each other here. I love this for applying my highlight right here. It's not so dense that it's going to deposit the color and be like a zebra stripe. You can deposit the color and then kind of use it to, you know, diffuse the edges, blend it out a little bit. I love this brush. Again, I'm guessing it goes for under $15 on the Morphe's website. I will put their link down below. We'll finish up with the Morphe brushes. These two here, this is the Morphe M527 and the M523. This one is just like a mini-me of this guy. This one's good, again, for bronzing. This one's for a little bit more of a precise contour, if that's what you want, or you can use this one to lay down the color, get the precise contour, and then this one to blend it out. This one's also good for around the hairline, under the chin, things like that. Really like the two of these also. This is, again, the M527 and the M523 is the little one. All right, while we're talking about contour, this is the MB30, and it looks like this, and it is a skinny brush like this, and this is meant to either chisel out that contour really defined, or you can also use something like this to, you know, once you've laid down the contour, you can take some like white setting powder to kind of bake, and you can, you know, chisel it out like this and then kind of blur it out underneath so that when you brush it away, you're going to have a really defined contour right on the cheeks there to really make those cheekbones pop. This is the MB30. Last but not least of the Morphe brushes, this is the B80. Looks like this. And this is just a nice blending brush for your crease. You can use it to deposit color or to blend it out. Both, whatever you want to do. You could also use it to blend out underneath the bottom lash line because it is a little bit smaller and it's not like really pokey or anything. So this is nice for that. All right, kind of a random one is this one here. This is the brand Danielle Creations, I'm pretty sure. And I found this at Bed Bath & Beyond. At the one near me, they do sell drugstore makeup, skincare, and hair products there. And last time I went there, they had this little display of these brushes. So they had, you know, Danielle Creations, whatever. And I saw this and it kind of reminded me a little bit of the Morphe E.l.f. that I was thinking about going out and buying. And I saw this, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to give this a shot. And it's pretty nice. This was only about $8. It's very soft, reminds me of a Morphe brush, similar quality. It's not shedding or anything on me so far. I like how it deposits color on my cheeks. You could also use it as a contour brush if you wanted to hit this with some bronzer and get right in there. This would also be nice. So this is the brand Danielle Creations. I found it at Bed Bath & Beyond, but I'm sure you can find it online, and if I will link it down below if I can find it. BH Cosmetics. So we'll go back to that one that I mentioned before. Here's this kind of big fluffy one. There's no number on this. It's just literally called the blending brush or something like that. Obviously it's, you know, pretty hard to miss. So love this. This was honestly, I think $3 maybe on their website. Good quality, doesn't shed on me. It's soft. It doesn't poke me in the eyes or anything. I love this for laying down my transition shade in my crease and kind of up closer to the brow bone, because it's going to blend out. It's not going to deposit color super harsh and then not be able to blend it out unless you're using a crappy eyeshadow or something. But that's not the fault of this brush. Just saying. Anyways, love this. BH Cosmetics. Also from BH Cosmetics, I've really been liking this, and this is the 119. Looks like this. It's like an angled definer brush, and I've been loving this for contouring my nose. I can literally just set it right here, drag it down, and kind of do this a couple times on each side and then kind of blend it out. And then I will take like a, you know, a bigger kind of like blending brush like this. This is Sonia Kashuk. I'll talk about this one in a second. And then I just kind of, you know, buff it out a little bit, and it looks great. I've really been liking this. This actually came in a set of like 10 that I got from BH Cosmetics. I will link their website down below. I don't know if that set is still available, but I got it not that long ago, so it's probably still on the website. Really like this. BH Cosmetics 119. All right. Of course, I will give a shout out to e.l.f. I only have their one brush sitting in front of me, but I do have one of the smaller stippling brushes, and then a couple other random ones. I don't know the names of them, and I don't have them in front of me, but e.l.f. has great brushes, and I think they actually just revamped their line to have like a step up from like the step up ones that they had. So really impressed with e.l.f. Cosmetics lately. Their stippling brushes are awesome. Some of the other ones they have too are really good, and then, you know, of course, if you're paying $1 for a brush, it's not going to be amazing, but they're still pretty good quality. If it's all you can afford, it'll last you a little while until you can get something else or replace it. e.l.f. Cosmetics. These are only, I want to say, $4 or $5, pretty sure. And I use this, I use this to blend out bronzer, blush, highlight. If I put on highlight and it's like, boom, like too much, I'll just go over it with this to kind of tone it down. If I have to tap it in a little like translucent setting powder to tone it down, I'll do that. And it's not going to lay it down so heavy that that it's going to take away the highlight. It's just going to tone it down. All right, then I got a limited edition Sonia Kashuk brush collection from Target. When I got it, it was on sale. I don't even know if they have it anymore, but she still has individual brushes at Target in the store. This one, and by the way, how pretty are they? They're black and gold, and then the bottoms say SK, of course, for Sonia Kashuk. But they're so pretty. They're good quality. They feel sturdy. I don't think it's going to break or anything on me. They're not really shedding on me. I just got these maybe a month ago, so I haven't beat them up too badly, but we'll see. Anyway, this one's really cool. It's a really different shape. It's literally like a little circled like dome, and I really liked this when I first got it for like really defining the contour. I don't find that this is great for blending that out, but if you use this for like your foundation or something, maybe it might be really cool for blending it out because it is pretty dense. That said, I don't think a super dense brush is great for laying down a product and then trying to blend it out. It's usually good for like one or the other. So really like this one. When I got this set, by the way, it was on sale for $20, and I want to say that there was 9 or 10 brushes in it, but that was on sale. I don't know what the original price was. It was probably a $30 or $40 brush set. which was probably still a discount from what the actual retail value would have been if they were all sold individually. If I can find it, I will link it down below. Otherwise, her brushes are still at Target and they're great quality. So there's that. And then these other two little ones that came in that set also, and they're pretty similar. I don't know why I'm holding my hand behind them because you still can't see. Here we go. So they're basically both just like blending brushes. This one is more like the BH Cosmetics ones that I just showed you. Great for, you know, laying down a transition shade, blending out, using as like a, if you put down a transition shade already and then you put something over it, you can use this to blend out that other color into the transition shade. Really, really nice. I like this a lot. It's pretty soft, kind of dense, a little bit dense, but very nice for that. And this one is very similar to it, but it's a little bit more narrow this way and like a little bit wider when you turn it like this. This one I do like for when I do that nose contour. I kind of take this to kind of buff out the edges so that I don't have like brown streaks down the side of my nose, because I don't want that. And I hope you don't either. But if you do, it's makeup. Do whatever the hell you want. Okay? Anyway, this is great for, you could actually really use this to do the contouring because it's a little bit dense but not too dense. So this could be nice for doing that or blending it out. Whatever you're looking to do, it's a good one. So I think that covers a brush for pretty much anything on the face. We've got powder brushes, blush brushes, contour and bronzer brushes, crease brushes, definer brushes, and highlight brushes, everything in between. So that is my take on my favorite affordable brushes for makeup. Of course, there are always even cheaper alternatives. There are more expensive alternatives. It all depends on what you want, what you're looking to do, how old you are, how much you wear makeup. You know, if you don't wear makeup all that much, don't invest a ton of money into brushes if you're not going to use them. That's it for today. Only other thing I want to say, as per usual, please be nice to yourself and be kind to each other. Bye, guys.